Yes. As promised, I said I was going to do it. I had to take a few minutes to do it. Let me turn this down a little bit. Shut this other phone off on silent. We can get to it. First off, I hope everybody's doing great. I hope everybody is moving in a fashion that is acting on their higher self and they're not letting the fuck shit play with their mind. Now, if you're under 18, I do cuss. I do talk about things that are of an adult nature. You need to find your way out of here. Beyond that, let's get into it. Blockages, right? Now, when you think of blockages in your way, you would think of things that are stopping you from being successful, stopping you from your intended destination or completing your mission, right? Whatever that be, because everyone has a spiritual mission, a spiritual job, and it's unique to you and unique to your purpose. And this is serious, okay? You can laugh, joke, and play. Hey, listen, man. You'll keep reincarnating in this lower level mundane 3D without the knowledge to manifest and help others. And you'll continue on and on and on. It's a cycle. We break generational curses over here, and my job is to help everyone else break them. So let's talk about blockages. Now, we know that everything starts above. As above, so below. Now, okay, we'll start with the below. Gang stalking, negative talk behind your back, gossip, campaigns to bring you down or negativity against you or your business. Like you hear that right there? Come on, man. We're not going to stop for nothing. It's a mission, and each mission comes with its own trials and tribulations. But one thing the mission does is it proves who you are, and it proves the team that you work for, baby. Because when you work for a superior team, you're always going to win. You just have to stay in position. I digressed. I apologize. Blockages. Gang stalking, negative campaigns, gossip, people ganging up, coming against you. That's in the 3D. If you're seeing that, then you're like, damn, okay, you're trying to react to it in the 3D manner. But now when I'm speaking of blockages, this is going a little bit deeper. I need you to expand your mind and realize that as above, so below. By the time you've seen these blockages, gang stalking, negative campaigns, by the time you've got hip to them, they've already been done in the 5D. Blockages are placed in the 5D and then they are brought down. Just as generational wealth, just as all blessings, everything starts above us in our higher self. Now, it is the consent of your ancestors and higher self or whatever you rely on to put you through the trials that you've been going through to help you grow. But you have to listen. Now, blockages are placed in the 5D before they reach down to us in the 3D. And you would say like, well, damn. How can you stop these blockages from happening? What's up, baby? How you feeling? Hey, that's my guy right there. Very apt individual, Talib. Hey, I love you, boy. But listen, we speaking on blockages, right? You would think, how can I stop these spiritual blockages from being placed in my path? Because evil eye and blockages being placed in your path and projection from negative entities or negative people is a for real thing. Whether you want to prescribe to it or not. Listen to me. If I'm the president of the United States and I like banana ice cream, I bet you banana ice cream is going to get sold. You're going to be looking at it. So we are looking at, if it starts above, then it descends below, right? How can you stop that? Now, we all know about spiritual baths and we all know about spiritual cleansing and we all know about cleansing your home. Excuse me, look, they trying it, but I'm not buying it. See, this is the thing. You are the owner of your own reality and nothing will work on you unless you choose it to. Let everything that's working against you build you to a point where your foundation is so strong. When anything comes up against you, it will be sucked into your gravitational pull, God, because you are a planet. You are not only an entity, you are your own reality. You are a planet, boy. You hear me? So what I'm trying to say is this, right? You have to set the intention to cleanse your spiritual self as you're cleansing your physical self. Because if the blockages started above you, 444 just saw it. If the blockages started above you, as above, so below, set the intention when you're taking a spiritual bath, say out of your mouth, I'm cleansing my spiritual body as well as my spiritual body, my physical body, as well as my spiritual body. When you're cleansing your home and you're burning that sage and you're calling upon whatever you rely on, I'm cleansing my spiritual home as well as my physical home. Because if it starts above us and then it descends below, then you have to start the cleansing in the above nature for it to end. Because see, I'm talking to people who've been on a path for a while and shit is continuous. Like, you'll be like, damn, I got to continually protect myself. I got to continually, this shit is coming like left, right, right? Because you can, just like in the boxing ring, you could throw jabs all day and keep a nigga off your ass. Or you could sit down on him and knock his ass out. Start with the above and sit down on him and knock the problem out. Facts. Knock the problem out. Because as above, so below. We are spiritual beings living a physical experience. And the reason why we are here, we are here to help each other and grow. We've came into the must be for me is this shit. You already know, man. Hey, listen, man. This for everybody, man. Listen, man. This for everybody, man. Step into your calling, man. Step into your calling. But I'm really doing this because we're moving into a season where the vibration of earth is calling out to everyone. It's calling out to everyone. Everyone has gifts. It's about what are you willing to do to tap in? Are you willing to do the healing? Are you willing to go deep inside yourself and ask yourself like, damn, why do I feel like this about some shit? Why do I feel fucked up behind some shit like this? Why do I didn't do the healing on this, so I have relationships like this? You know, it's about you being the best version of you can be. Because when you shine, everything around you is illuminated. This is real shit, man. This is not a game. This is not a joke. Because when your eyes close, it's over with for you until it's time for you to come back again. The reason why we're here and the reason why we learn these things through transcendental meditation, it's not even about the life you're living now. It's about manifesting a Merkaba so strong that, listen, that when this mortal coil does leave, you will resurrect in the next mortal coil with that knowledge quicker than what you got it. You got it at 45, 50. Wouldn't it be nice to catch it at 16, 17? Wouldn't it be nice to catch it at 9, 10? Look at these prodigies, man. We are energy. We're energetic beings, man. And being that energy, now I'm speaking, I digress for a long period and I apologize. Back to blockages and energy. Being energetic, we're energetic beings. People can project energy on you. And you would think that spiritual gifts have to be given. You can learn these things. Everything is a frequency. If you are energy, all you have to do is just like pushing scan on an FM, AM radio. You're going to pick up on something. You just got to scan. And a lot of people have, figured that out. People can project negative energy on you. You already have the force of self-doubt against you. When you have manifestations moving, be quiet. Be silent. Because the moment you speak it out, a lot of people don't know, right? In Islam, right? When you pray in Islam, right? You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful, beautiful. You pray, the angels are right there listening to you. So if listen to me. So if the angels are right there listening to you, what else is right there listening to you? So when you speak out, man, I want to do this like that, and I'm going to do this like that, we can place blockages in our own paths. It says, don't let the right hand know what the left hand is doing. A lot of people will look at that and take it at face value. Okay, yeah, I have to be covert with how I move. No, you got to be covert with yourself. Right? And people are like, what the fuck does that mean? Covert with yourself. Like, covert with yourself like this. Covert to the fact that moving off instinct has nothing to do with how you feel or how you think. You can overthink a process. Think about every time that you've moved off instinct. You've won. Because that was your natural essence moving. The moment we overthink something, like I forget the name of it, but it's a psychological thing. And the way to beat that, and a lot of manifestations, and you will find out because you'll feel something will say, turn right here. And you'll be like, what am I turn right there for? Hey, there's nothing over there for me to go to, right? Count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you've got to the 1, you're not going to do it. Don't worry about it. But I guarantee you, if you start doing this, you'll start moving. You'll start firing on your intuition. Okay, so blockages. They start above us and tend to cleanse yourself in a higher self. You are your higher self. Your higher self is moving before you, right? Now I'm going to drop something on you about time. Time is an illusion. If the government just did away with daylight savings time, then what does that tell you? The occult world is all about mocking and laughing the mind that does not understand time for real. Time is an illusion, right? So if time is an illusion, that means that you're not moving and going anywhere. You're sitting in the same place, projecting yourself into a position before you because you're your higher self, going before you, making all things possible, depending on how you believe, depending on your level of belief in self. Do you believe within yourself that you can create a reality that's conducive to beauty, peace, abundance? Or are we living in a state of mind, a lax state of mind where it's like we will create our own problems? And people say, well, how the fuck I create my own problems? Easy. The spiritual axiom is this. If you ever have a problem, you're the problem. And think about that. You got a disagreement with somebody else, you're the one with the problem for real. Because you expected something out of something or someone or a situation when expectation is not needed. We go before ourselves in every situation, right? So I'm going to tie this all together. And you'll be like, how the fuck is he going to do that? Because I'm Shaman Chris. That's how. We go before ourselves in every situation and we deal with as above, so below. So if everything starts above us, that means your higher self has already done it. All we have to do is listen. Don't worry about time and where you're at right now. People say, damn, I'm 40-something, I'm 50-something. I ain't got what I need to have. I'm supposed to have. Listen, man. Time is an illusion. Age is an illusion. How do you feel? Right? How do you feel? How do you recognize blockages? Because, see, things could happen in your life where you're like, it's unlucky. You know what I mean? People say, oh, that's just bad luck. Da, da, da. But, okay, are you the type of person that says, this always happens to me. I don't never win shit. Man, I ain't gonna win that. I ain't gonna try. I stay in my lane, man. I don't, right? These are self-programming statements. You have to understand, out of all the senses that we have, right? Sight, taking in, it takes in. Smell, which is a big sensor shaped like a pyramid. This is a big sensor. Think about reflexology, aromatherapy. This is a very big sensor, but it takes in, right? Got cotton mouth, reefer good. But anyway, touch takes in, hearing takes in. What do we have that is the output? Only thing we have is the mouth. Think on that. That's a deep statement. So we're living our existence taking in a whole lot. And we have one conduit to let out. So this throat chakra is very important and it's very powerful. And people who develop it become powerful in their own right. Look that up, man. Look through Vedic astrology, man. Look through your birth chart. See where your strength lies. But this being the voice of who your spirit is. Because think about a baby. A baby doesn't tell you when it first jumps out the womb, I feel fucked up, I feel this. No, it's, nigga feed me, right? It's using his voice. First thing, use your voice. Speak from the inner voice. Decline and dispel the blockages. You have to speak it out with your voice. You have to be able to say, right? You have to be able to say to yourself, and also while you're set your intention. Seriously, set your intention before you take these spiritual baths, before you say, okay, I'm gonna light this candle for my ancestors. Set your intention, sit for a second, ground yourself. I'm cleansing my spiritual home as well as my home. I'm cleansing my spiritual self as well as myself. I'm clearing all blockages in my higher way, in my higher self. Because you can cleanse your home over and over and over again. If a person is intent on being on your ass, they're on your ass. That's why it's called work. What do you do when you go to work? You work 8, 9 hours, 10 hours a day, right? It's called root work. If a person's doing some work on you, that means you're the job, buddy. They're on your ass. Do you feel me? So you can play around and you could do 10 nice rounds and jab and dance. Niggas, you better do like Tank, niggas, sit down and drop that hook. Go up top, drop that hook, and quit playing with them. You feel me? Because the longer you let a blockage go, now I'm about to drop some other shit real and I'm about to get out of here. A lot of times, them blockages, what they do is you're not missing anything. It's just holding it up. And that's another way spell work can fuck with you too. It lowers your vibration because now if you're thinking like, damn, I'm manifesting this shit. I'm trying to bring this shit in. I know they fuck with me. What's going on? I ain't did nothing wrong. Why is it so dry? Why my pocket dry right now? Why my bank account dry right now? Why is everything acting crazy right now? I got bills, right? But really, it's just stacking up. It's stacking up. It's stacking up, right? And you think, okay, that's cool, stacking up. No, that's not cool. Because anything that's against the flow, and the flow is natural. The flow is neutral. It's neither chaotic good or chaotic evil. Energy is neutral. So if you got a bunch of shit above you, even a bunch of blessings that's about to come, and you finally clear the blockages, right? And they just all boom, drop on you. It can unground you. Think about that. Think about if you have been dry, you ain't had no money for a long period of time. Next thing you know, you get a windfall of money. You can lose yourself in that shit. You can really lose yourself because you're ungrounded. Again, as above, so below. So when you call out, speak out with the voice, the first thing that you were gave, your first weapon, your first line of defense, your first little connection to love. Your first everything, your voice, the inner voice. It says that he who commands man from the inner voice will call everything by name and it will be subject unto him. I don't know where he said it. Maybe Chris said it. But it sounded nice. Use the tools that you have, man. It doesn't take you, and I'm not knocking no practitioners, man, because there's some good practitioners. But this is what the game I'm giving you. You are. You don't need to go to nobody to do a fucking thing for you. You don't need to go to nobody to do this and fortune tell for you. All you got to do is sit with yourself, be quiet, and listen. And everything is given. Blockages start above us. So when you start to cleanse yourself and you do these spiritual baths, set your intention, cleanse your spiritual home, cleanse your spiritual self. Say, I cleanse my blockages, right? And also one thing before I get out of here, if you've had relations with a person, a lot of people don't know a person can take you and offer you into some type of contract. You have to do cord cutting. If you're a person that has a lot of sex with a lot of individuals, you need to be doing cord cutting rituals. You need to be taking spiritual baths and recalling your energy consistently. This is a serious thing. So blockages start above us and then they descend down. We're not worried about what's down here. We can figure that out. Cleanse above us, intend to do it. I'm out of here. I appreciate all y'all. Have a beautiful one.